he scored the
Just a
ball last
beautiful
minute last year,
afternoon for
right?
football,
Like,
Coach.
what
They
was
say
the
summer is
Cardinals
the
and homie
time
the
to live in
Niners? So
Chicago. Well, that's
homie had
extended
scored
into
like on some
autumn
like fucking
as
shit,
we
like
are ready to
fucking
roll
like
under
not ready
blue
to score, but
skies
like
at
you know what I mean, it
Soldier
don't really matter.
Field.
But he just threw the
Just a
ball and it
short
wasn't
time
touching.
ago, this
So I
crowd
was like,
loud enough
man,
to
he wanted to
shake the
score bullshit, and then what
foundations
was
of
like,
this
man, I'm not
nearly
playing homie no more.
century-old
And
building.
mind you, we
They
all
are
group
ready
chat,
for
me head,
football indeed in
we still group chat loose. So
Chicago
I'm
as their
like, oh,
guys
all right,
get
whatever. And
set
I
to
brushed
do
it off and shit,
battle
like, man,
with
niggas be
Drew
talking
Brees
shit.
and the New
So they
Orleans
caught play again. I'm
Saints.
like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, y'all gonna play or not? He like, bro, didn't I fucking tell you? Like, the way the way niggas be talking to me, bro,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know why niggas think like you just tell you. And then like he was on
Getting
some shit like
toward
I'm
the
gonna come to
halfway
Philly and
point
do
of
all
the
other
NFL
shit.
season.
And
Week 7
like he got like
is
hella
underway
disrespectful in the
on
chat.
EA
I'm like,
Trash.
dog.
This will be taken to the back
I'm like,
of the
ball,
end zone.
like I'm not even that type of nigga, bro. If you ever come to my shit, I'll kill you, bro.
And
Like
in
you're not even gonna be
hindsight,
talking. I
probably
just
should
like
have
left it at
stayed where
that,
he
bro.
was, as he'll
Cause
only
then he
get
gonna talk about
back
homie
to the
talking about his wife and
16-yard
shit. I'm like,
line.
all right, like where's the screenshots at? He ain't no
Oh,
screenshots.
was he?
Nah, I mean, Joe, Paligo, he don't be caring about shit, bro. I'm like, bro.
That nigga been
I've
to
been playing with.
prison, so he
Nah, but
really
that's what I'm
don't.
saying. If a nigga say, yo, like homie talking about my wife, I'm like, all right, let me see the screenshot just off some shit. Like I want to see what he said. Walt ain't never showed me, so I was like, all right, and then I'm like, all right, so I booted Walt.
They'll run with a
Walt
third
booted
down,
me, and it
and
was
this
that,
is
bro.
Tariq Cohen.
Oh,
That
so
nigga got me
Run
muted.
so
inside,
you
but nothing there.
booted Walt from your
No
league,
gain
and
on
then
the
he
play
just
there, second
booted you from
down.
your league, from his league,
Yep,
And as a
just cause.
he
defensive
got me
end,
muted
getting
and
off the
shit.
ball
He
quickly,
muted me in the game
swarming
chat
to
and
the
all that
football,
other shit,
making
bro.
it
Like
happen
we
Still,
was
is what we
partying and
saw
shit.
right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what their job
And I was
is.
on
And
some shit
really,
like,
a
yo,
lot of the
bro.
time, they
I'm
have to
like, yo, bro.
throttle
Like,
back
you
a
know what I'm
little
saying?
bit
It
in
is
the
what it
run
is.
game
Like, you know what I'm saying?
because
Let bygones be
those
bygones.
defensive ends
He's
are
like,
like in
nah,
a
fuck
sprinter
that shit.
stance.
Like, I'm like,
They
all
just
right,
had to
bro.
scrape for the quarterback.
Like, I'm
That was
trying to
good
be a man about
recognition
shit.
on
Like,
that
dog,
play
end of
to
the day,
hold them
dog,
to
it's
no
mad. You
gain.
feel me? I don't take none of this shit personal. I do this shit as a hobby. So I feel
On
like if
second
niggas
down,
talking shit,
here's
niggas talking shit, I
Trubisky
can get
to
over that shit, bro.
Gabriel,
Like, as
middle
long
of
as
the
you don't disrespect
field.
me.
And
But
he'll be
even though
about
I'm
a
like,
full
bro, like,
yard
we
shy of
playing
the
2K
20 to the
together, we in the same
19-yard
league
line.
together, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Only
what's up?
3 yards
So
on
I'm
the
like,
catch.
I'm like,
It's
heads and
third
Vaughn, like, tell
down.
nigga unmute me. He ain't never unmute me. So I'm like, all right, bro, it is what it is. So I can do my own shit now, bro. Like, I'm chilling right now. Like, that's what I said, bro. That's why I'm ready for your league to start so I can get talking this shit, bro. Cause y'all niggas be there talking crazy. For real, bro. Like, you know, shit. Even though that shit hardcore, bro, I'm like, fuck it. Like, that's how I got better, bro. Like, I started winning more games. Like, oh, all right, this shit gonna be right. I see when niggas be running and shit.
A tough spot here on
My
their
only thing with that
opening
hardcore shit,
drive.
nigga run
This
the
is
same
3rd
shit
and
all
7.
game, bro. Like, I'm like, all right, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
From the shotgun is
Like, I ain't
Trubisky.
finna about tip of this shit. You run the same shit. Like, niggas run that love that bitch shit. I mean, that pinch shit,
Well, they
that
took their
3-4
shot
shit.
all right, but
The
it
nigga
comes up
Campbell.
empty.
Yeah, bro. I'm
Fourth
like,
down.
yeah, the Dallas nigga, like, they ain't
But
gonna
that
win this shit all
certainly looked
game,
like
bro.
something that they
Oh, you gotta
discussed
stop
all
it.
week in
I'm
practice,
like, bro,
getting
you got
ready for
DeMarcus
this
Lawrence
one.
hurt.
Take the big shot right out of the
Yeah.
gate. At worst,
This my
open up the
niggas
defense a
in,
little bit,
so yeah,
loosen them
a
up,
lot of
have
us is
them back on
niggas
their
in real
heels.
life, though.
Yeah, bro. That's how I was like, you know what? I was like, you know, I'm gonna run a league, bro. I'm gonna get a couple of my niggas in this joint. Like I know like 6, 7 niggas in my league, bro. So I'm like, I ain't got to worry about no crazy shit going
Yeah, I
on.
think I got like
I ain't gotta
at
worry
least
about no
10 in the league from Colorado.
Like I met Orlick in real life, Dave his brother. You know what I'm
So
saying?
Brees going to lead the
The nigga
Saints
with
up
the
here, 1st and
I
10,
know
right at
I know
the
the nigga
30.
with the Chiefs in real life, the Eagles nigga in real life, the Dolphins nigga in real life. I know the nigga with the Ravens in real
This
life.
is
I
Alvin
know the nigga with the
Kamara,
Bears
made
in
the
real
Pro
life.
Bowl
You know
in
what
each
I'm
of
saying?
his first 2 NFL
shit.
seasons.
Fuck it, I just like, man, fuck it, I'll get niggas I fuck with, bro. Like, we ain't gotta do all that shit.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense.
Shit, low key, the nigga with the Eagles, bro, he got me that job at the bank, bro. That's a real nigga. He be my GM at my old job. That's how I met him.
Who?
Cordell, y'all switched teams and shit. He got me the job. He was my general manager at the old restaurant I used to work at and shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? So that's how close I am to
Brees throwing on
niggas.
second down.
That's great.
Pressure from his right, and he
Mac
goes
is already
hard,
on that shit.
flat on his back.
I told you niggas for
in
Lil
there
Mac,
to
bro.
get
He
him,
playing
and that
Joseph.
is now
Yeah,
sack
that nigga
number
Lil Mac.
18
It's
on
cool.
the season for
We
him.
got a
3rd
defense
and
too.
long now after the sack
pretty
of
much ain't gonna
Brees, and the
score on that.
Saints up against it here.
Check. 59, Mike. Check. 59. Let's go 1-1.
Yeah, I just feel like, bro, the best way to run a league, bro, is just get niggas who fool each other. That way ain't got any problems. That's how I feel like.
Looking here for Smith
Right now, like,
downfield.
everybody knows somebody in the league.
Oh, he almost
So,
picked
like,
it.
them shit make them shit more
Nearly a
competitive.
turnover
You
there on
find
the
your homies
opening
in that shit.
drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now
Yeah,
fourth
like you said, you got
down.
like 10 Colorado niggas.
And third down is a key down.
Who X got, bro? I'm gonna beat his ass, bro. That nigga got me a couple games last year. Some bullshit. That nigga suck, bro.
That's a pretty good
first
step
step.
right there.
That nigga suck, bro. I could never be in a dogfight with that nigga.
Nice job bringing that one back.
That's
14
my
on the
best
return. And the Bears
For
take
real,
over.
yeah. I feel
But
like
yeah,
that
he
nigga
trash.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back
He
on
an
the
Eagles
field.
fan.
And the last drive, the first drive for them.
I tell the nigga all the time,
3
nigga,
out.
you ain't from
What do they
Philly.
go to here?
Right. Why don't you, why you, I'm like, well, that's why I asked, why you an Eagles fan, bro? It's not
Who
fair.
my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands.
That
and
nigga's
make
a
it
fan
look
because he's a
good.
Michael Vick
Sometimes it's
fan,
more
but
important
back
to get it to
when
the
Michael
right
Vick
people
went back,
rather
so
than
that
dialing up
that
the right
nigga
number.
been an Eagles fan ever
Or
since
the
then.
right play, yeah.
That too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't say nothing. Mike 56.
Oh, this game keep dropping.
Are you getting a headache? Are you getting a headache?
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure
go,
comes and
defense.
Trubisky goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy.
We got a
That
defense
particular
too.
play just came from the outside.
We playing man, nigga. Beat us over the top.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd
Stop,
and
boy.
long.
Playing with me.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long.
You gotta come to Philly one day, man.
Stop, dude.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he
I
had a
wish you
defender
would've stayed
right
with your
there
mom.
with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down
We
now
was
coming
chilling
up.
when
I think the
niggas
punter
get
might
that.
start to get into a pretty good rhythm here.
Yeah, I
If
ain't
he keeps
never
getting
been here.
opportunities.
Bro,
But
you
that's the
gotta come to
last thing
Philly,
his
bro. You
team
gotta come
wants
to
to
the
have
Eagles,
happen,
bro.
right? The
Our
last thing
stadium
you
be
want to
rocking.
see is your
Hell
punter
no, y'all
feel
niggas
pretty
be
good
banging.
because he's out there all the time.
Dog,
First
it be
quarter
lit though,
up,
bro.
I don't play that shit either. Nigga, I be,
Start this thing.
shit, I ain't looking for no fight, but ain't no niggas gonna try me without getting slapped.
Bro, it be lit though, bro. Like,
Back
you know
out
me, I'm on the field
now
every game,
comes the New
so.
Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I
Yeah,
know
that
that these
shit.
are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you
Look at
get
those
the
things
nerves
going
at the
on there.
beginning of the game
Next
still
time
much.
Those don't ever go away. And
It's
typically, what I
probably
heard
weird as
from
hell
guys and
in
what
the
I
dome
remember
though,
from
bro.
playing,
I don't know,
if
that
you
shit
don't
just
have
look weird.
nerves at the start of a
said
game,
in
it's
the
not going
dome?
to be a great day for you. You're
Yeah,
not
it
really
just, I
ready to
don't
play.
know, bro. That
It's
outside
hella
feel a
old.
little
Harness those
different.
nerves,
It's hella
let them
old, that's
affect
why.
you in a negative way. That's
Yeah,
what
that
all
should
the
be
guys
loud,
are
but
looking
nah,
for.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So
Philly
2nd
dog,
and
yeah,
8
niggas
here
reckless,
after the
bro.
pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
That's why when Orton go to the game, he a Cowboy fan. He gotta go deep as hell.
Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Let's
He's
go,
got
Thomas.
a man, complete. The 20.
Bruh, what's
He
wrong with
takes
my? I
this
think I
thing
need a
way
new
down
controller.
into Chicago territory.
Or my niggas just ain't
A
fast like
big
that.
play. Breeze finding Thomas.
That might be what it
75 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a
Oh,
first
he out
down
of the game.
in the red zone. He'll buy some time right.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the
Drew
end
Brees,
zone for the
precision.
Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn.
You need to get a nigga like Andy
His
Pruitt in your
5th
league,
touchdown
man.
now on the year.
Hold
And the
on.
Saints have taken
Yeah,
the
what he got
early
her? A
lead.
Cowboys outfit or something?
Will Lutz on for the point after.
Hell no. Put him on his Saints jersey
And
again
it's
since he
good
trying
as
to
the
play
Saints
games.
have a 7-0 lead.
My dad-in-law swear he a Cowboys fan. Nigga from Detroit.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I ain't from New Orleans yet. But shit, I grew up there, so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end
bro, you
zone.
heard about that shit in Philly yesterday,
Up
bro?
to only the
that's
14-yard
crazy.
line.
It was a black dude that did that?
Football 101 tells us if you don't get
And
it
they
back
didn't
to the
kill him?
20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment.
That's
He
wild
called-
right
These teams,
there.
special teams
He had
coaches,
his lawyer on the
called by
phone,
the
and
head
then he had the
coach.
mayor coming
They
on
give
there
him
and
full
shit, some
authority to go and
negotiation
bring it out
shit.
and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there.
Damn.
Green light means
Like
go,
2 hours ago.
red light
So
means
he
stop.
did he kill
Green
any?
on that play.
Now after the
Nah,
running
they
play,
all
we got a
out
man
now.
down
He
on
shot
the
like 6
field.
cops.
We'll check on his status when we get
Dude,
back.
Bears had them barricades. They ducking on cars and shit. Broad daylight, bro. Like 4:30 in the afternoon. Like it was crazy.
On first down, Trubisky.
That is,
Double
that's
team, and
wild.
it's
They served
intercepted.
that warrant and they got the busting.
Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Philly got
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
It's wild out there like
no
that.
doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment
Nigga,
guys
5 more
to
people
make
got
sure
shot
they
today.
hold it for
One
you
nigga hit
after the
5 people
game.
today, bro.
If you play in the back 7 on defense,
Oh, this shit
that's
crazy,
part of your
dog.
job.
Like, yeah,
Finding
Philly gets about 400 murders a year.
Thomas, touchdown.
How many?
New Orleans.
400.
Michael Thomas, his third
New Orleans was
touchdown
like that
now
too,
on
but-
the year.
Yeah,
And the
niggas-
Saints
Philly-
now
Philly
add
niggas
6 to
chill
their
like
lead.
New Orleans. I don't know how Philly
Yeah,
is.
Once with the
Philly
extra
be
point,
chilling,
and
but
it's
these
now
niggas just
14
get
to
emotional
nothing.
sometimes, man. That's all it is. Niggas get over emotional and start doing dumb shit.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
But, bro, you had to get our parade was lit, though, bro. That shit was crazy.
This will be
You already
taken
know
in the
that
back
shit
of
was lit.
the
We ain't
end
never
zone.
win shit either.
Yeah, we gonna have a
And a
parade
decision
when the
to bring it
Nuggets
out
win the
is gonna cost
championship
him about
this year.
7 yards. All
Bro, I
told
want
as
y'all
he's
niggas
taken
to win,
down
bro.
back
I
shy
fuck with
of the
Jamal Murray.
20.
That's my
Niggas
dog.
was just too young. Like I don't know. Niggas wasn't ready.
But now the Bears coming out as they
Man, y'all
get
have a
ready.
better fight than the
Already
fucking
down 2
Blazers,
touchdowns
I
here
know
in the
that
first
shit.
half. This becomes a pretty
What are you
important
doing over
drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
The Blazers
And a
didn't
lot
even
of
show
teams
up.
script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
I think y'all
Yeah.
beat the Warriors low key, bro. Without Durant, I think y'all probably beat the
Oh,
Warriors.
that's what I was saying.
Down 2 touchdowns early.
That's what I was saying.
Y'all
Like,
match up way too better with them. Y'all got an inside threat and everything, bro.
And try and generate some offense on this drive.
Wait till I'm
Y'all
done.
can hit threes. Y'all can hit threes too.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, man? Your man Ben Simmons out here now.
That's your man.
Yeah, he LSU nigga. Look at Ben Simmons. He gotta get a
On
fucking
1st and
jumpy
10,
shot,
it's
though.
Trubisky. And he's taken down here
I
by
think he
the
got one. I
Saints.
just don't think that's his
Cameron
game.
Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He need a midi or something, bro. You can't just get out
They
there.
are already up a couple
mean,
of
shit,
scores,
I don't
Brandon,
know.
and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
You on YouTube with it?
Now following the
You like
sack,
YouTube
they'll
over
look to
Twitch?
make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Yeah, I never really fucked with the Twitch.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out.
Catch that.
Oh, the
Oh, no,
rookie
she didn't
nearly
go to
had
sleep.
the pick. Probably should
I think I had
it.
an issue, the same
Third
issue
down
that
now.
the white boy Dave had.
Well,
with
nearly
Twitch.
another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to
Dude,
start
chill
taking
out.
care of the ball way
Please.
better than what we're seeing.
Before you get dropped.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Trubisky will throw.
So all y'all be hanging like you Kirby
One
being
fly
hanging?
for Robinson.
Yeah.
And that is incomplete.
We all went to school
I know
together.
he wants to get his team back in the
Well,
game.
Kirby
but a
is
50-50
Hank's
ball
brother-in-law.
Right there that
I went to
maybe
school
was a
with
little questionable.
I went to
Pretty
school with
lucky to
Hank,
get
Ed,
that one back. I
and
think that sometimes these
AC and
quarterbacks play with a
Tamir
lot of confidence that borders on
and Cam
arrogance,
White.
and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially
Who
maybe
else?
want to look at some
Kevon,
safer routes
the
after the
nigga that
interception he
say
had
he
that ended
LeBron,
their
him.
last drive.
Right. I think you tripping.
Who else? And then
Ryan shit.
Ryan
Field
Paul.
comes New Orleans. They've got
he's
things
basically
going
like
their
family.
way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
That's love, bro. I know y'all be talking hella shit.
Oh yeah.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that'll be
Ain't no rules still this
He
year,
was
bro?
trying to get it that time to
No,
Ted
I
Ginn.
added some
And
rules.
now it's 2nd down.
Talking about
But what's up the playbook, bro? I need my book out there.
Arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a
I
quarterback.
can't do that
When you're
stock
trying to
book
throw
shit, bro.
inside
That shit just give me a fucking
routes, you need to put some
headache.
heat on it.
So is it playbook or no
In
playbook?
this case,
no,
just
it's
a little bit
playbook.
too much.
He's
Damn.
already topped his receiving
Because I figure like
output from a minute ago.
I'm
We're
making
just in the
niggas wait
first
this long.
quarter,
Might as
as
well let
that's
them make a
first
book.
down.
Right, cause yeah, that's gonna be hard as hell for a nigga to go back
He's
and
gonna be a
stock book after they
handful
play
of
the
one-on-one
play.
throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Hot right
A
now.
14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I'm tired, Tommy. Take the play
So
on,
into Bear
man.
territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Easy, opposite. Hey, check 24. Hey, easy.
Now a first carry for Latavius
So
Murray.
Latavius.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This
Them
is the
RPOs coming
NFL
handy,
on
though.
EA Sports.
Yeah, I'm scared to run them, bro.
What I found
If you don't hit
success
that
with
bitch-
is the one that
Last
run
run
that
got
quick
a
hit
couple.
route.
Here's second
So
and
not
8.
the ones that go
Let's quit that team.
across and do the slant,
Check the backer, check the backer. Check, check,
but
check.
the ones that do them them hitches, them the run.
Breeze going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some.
Screen work.
23
yeah, that's what I
yards to
love.
pick up there.
So, you
They
know,
lagged in between birds.
That was a
Right.
beautifully executed
Gone.
screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Ready? Yellow lady?
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Joker, Joker, Joker.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back.
oh,
It's
that's
complete.
Roquan Smith, and
Now
he's
a
gone.
look at Smith. Not sure exactly
hurt.
what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the completed pass, but for
Oh,
no
yeah.
gain, stopped right
He
at the
running that
line,
sweep.
so it's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Oh, he knows it's coming.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
Yeah, he played
And he
it.
is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little
I
more
wonder if Drew Brees gonna
advantageous.
retire after this season, though.
Hell
Breeze
no.
now. And he'll
You
just
talking about
toss it
in the
away.
game?
So he
Yeah.
throws it away,
Oh,
and that brings up
that
fourth
should be
down.
fake. They need to edit that. Every year one, niggas be gone.
On fourth down, off goes Drew
They got a
Brees,
Jones
and
with
on
the coaching
comes the
shit you
Saints
can add.
kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt.
Yeah, I
And
get
this
that
is
every
a
year.
39-yard attempt. And Lutz's
He'll be
kick is
retired.
good. And the lead will grow. It's now
Let's go,
17-0.
defense.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment
Bend
and put
but
it
don't
aside.
break.
9
Put
plays.
that
Yeah, they
3-4
want
out.
to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay
Yeah.
dividends
Yeah,
later
spreading like
with
that.
another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And
What
this
you think,
return
though,
net's
so far with
positive
this
as he
matter?
gets past the 25 and up to the
Once they
27-yard
patch up that
line.
X tackling and shit, I'll be happier. You can't
Well, a
even
couple of
dive
good
and shit,
division
bro. I
battles
hate
coming
that
up in
shit,
prime
dog.
time this weekend, starting tonight with
That
Sunday Night
shit.
Football.
I mean, I like it though, bro.
Eagles and Cowboys
Like,
from
I feel like,
AT&T
you know what I'm saying?
Stadium in
Everybody got a
Arlington.
chance. I
And
mean,
tomorrow on Monday
gotta make
night,
good
it's the
decisions.
defending
That's about it.
champs, the Patriots,
They gonna
on the
reward
road
you
at
from the running
MetLife
shit. The
Stadium
running
to
shit
take
dope.
on the Jets.
Yeah.
2 not to miss to close out Week
That's true.
6.
I like that the users ain't like they was last year. The motherfuckers jump high as hell. You actually got time that shit. But yeah, I fuck with it, bro. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just play like, I mean, every matter gonna have its issues, but I'm chilling with this joint. I fuck with it. It feels different. And I've been winning a little lately, so I'm chilling. Winning more than I used to. I think I'm 3-3 in 2 Sim. I'm 2-3 in Game of Thrones. So I'm gonna bounce back in Game of Thrones next week. I just couldn't do shit with Saquon Barkley.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls
that ain't
incomplete.
Ooh,
Well, let's see who
I
this
didn't
is
get
on.
marked
call
on
them
with
bitch
So
pass
they saw the
interference, though.
contact before
Yeah,
the ball
yeah, bro,
arrived.
pass interference
Penalty
is-
flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow,
Eagles
some
game
way,
next
they
week.
make
We
plays
play
on
the
the
Ravens.
football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll throw on
Oh,
first
good
down
call.
with
But
Trubisky. The
I'm
screen
there.
pass here
Oh,
to Cohen.
no. Good play, Kyle.
And he takes this one in for a
Yeah,
Bears
you gotta act like that.
touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
That's what I noticed. A lot more flipping could be happening. Like, niggas be falling over each other.
Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
We about to turn it up on his ass, bro.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
They said Bulls out there like John Wick yesterday.
Who?
And he's got it across
The nigga that was
midfield and
shooting
into
at the
Bear
car, he said he's out there like
territory.
John Wick.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, cops ducking around cars and shit, bro.
Confuses the
Black
blocking
team out
assignments. It
there.
doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I mean, shit, you in Colorado, man. Shit be catching crazy out there. Y'all
On
be doing some
second
wild shit too,
down,
bro.
it's Murray. And
No,
he
yeah,
gets
that
this
theater
inside
shit, that
the
was our theater.
35-yard line.
We were supposed to go that
11
night.
yards there,
So yeah, one of
first
my
down.
baseball teammates got killed in that.
Difficult, but they've made it look
Oh,
effortless
man,
out
sorry to
there.
hear that. That
Through
shit
the air,
crazy,
on the
bro.
ground,
Yeah,
they
that
moved the ball
shit
with relative ease.
Close to home.
From the
for real.
34 now, here's 1st and 10. They
The
run
world
to
is crazy,
Washington.
bro. So I don't be getting
The
these
all-pro
shots.
in two
Stay to
positions.
myself.
Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play
Chill,
and
dude.
flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On second down, Washington. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix, the former Packer,
Yeah,
in on the tackle.
I'm about to take it down. Well, not take it. I'm probably mixing it. I'm gonna watch the game though, bro. So I get at you
If
though.
you're playing strong
All right,
safety in
man.
the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Check 15. Check with me. Hey, shoot.
Oh, cover 3?
Mike, you get opposite. Hey, switch gears.
Now Breeze on third down. The open man is Smith. Oh, he's got
Let's
some
go.
breathing room. Touchdown.
Stop playing with me.
New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first
I
half
should be a
touchdown
coach in the
passes
league.
for him now. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton
IQ
Manning
is
going through the
impeccable.
route tree with his great receivers in
I
Indianapolis?
want to eat your
I think
children.
we're
Praise
seeing the
be to
results of
Allah.
the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and
Get
know
off
the
my
route
sofa
that's
like
going to be
that.
run, and usually the connection is perfect.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Oh, we coming here. Let's go.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards
putting
all
it
told
in
as
the
he's taken
field
down
goal.
back shy of the 20.
When I bring out that stellar defense, it's a wrap. You hear me? Let's see what K-Mon got.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you
Come
would have thought
on.
they would have been
Come.
ready the last
true.
time.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's what you
Tariq
work
Cohen
on
is
all
doing
the time.
that.
Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not
Tariq
giving
Cohen
up the
can
long
do that.
pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They give to Martin. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky.
Let's
And the
go.
Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Dude, chill on that sofa, please.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Come on.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Dude, stop.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Check. No. Level. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Throwing now is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for... It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas,
You okay, baby?
83
Brother,
yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it.
out,
Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big
You
plays.
carry that? You ain't ready. Boy,
After
you
the
weigh 25
touchdown,
pounds.
wants to kick it off.
I'm going 85.
And a fair
You hear
catch
me?
signaled for and taken
I'll sit on your
successfully.
little ass.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Go get his
Flushed to his
ass.
right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Squeeze, double. Mike, check. 59. Come to my work. Hey, easy. We want it. Come to my work. 59.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze.
Oh. Come on, Breeze. You got to hit him.
Incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver.
He's wide open. How did you miss that?
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, Orbit. Any day. Check 31. Mike's 59. Here we go. Mike, check. 53. 59. Hey, here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
21.
Now Breeze. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
You kill. Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Go.
Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
fuck with him. Let's go.
Put up 180. 56. Yeah. You don't want none. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
180. 6 right there. 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Trubisky to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
To throw is Breeze. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
11. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that's caught by Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
21. 44.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And Cook has it. Left side. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
How much is it?
Long drive.
We'll be over after my Madden game.
Third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. Murray has the first down and more. Latavius Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
460 yards.
Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the
he was undefeated.
It on.
In the best defense in the league.
And that will extend this big lead.
Tell him Matt got 1 sack.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hey, get out of her face.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Stop!
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Trubisky. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle.
You don't stop swinging on me when I'm playing my game.
He's brought down.
We really about to get in trouble.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Bind, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Johnson marches in to sack him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Bravo! Bang, bang! 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
From the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Why?
This is Gabriel out on the left side.
What?
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's right, baby. They don't want
Trubisky to throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Washington. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw, it's Breeze. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
It's almost closing in on the league lead.
Bro, why are you calling the timeout? Come on.
Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Calling the fucking timeout with a minute left.
First kick, 47. This
Down
one looks
30.
good as well. Fielded at the 20.
Quick to call. Oh, he's running it up.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands. First and 10.
Again.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Line 54. Big stop, D. Big.
This time, Trubisky will throw. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
18. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bears on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and goal.
Stop playing games with me.